Hi guys, welcome to math class today on Friday, April 24th, day after the draft. Giants made a great selection with the first pick of the draft with starting left tackle Andrew Thomas out of Georgia. He could play left or right tackle. Should help the Giants get the running back going, Saquon Barkley, and give some good pass protection for many years to come. So I was pretty excited for that, and I'm excited to watch the second and third rounds for tonight. I know a couple of you guys are too, and girls that are big football fans out there. So hopefully you got a little bit of time to enjoy that. Here's your entrance task problems for today. You're finding the volume for each one of these. You had some problems, cylinders to try last night, and today we're going to have a couple of cone problems. I'll go over these answers in just a minute after you pause and try them. Just a reminder of the formulas. The volume of a cylinder is pi r squared, the area of a circle, okay, the area of the circle, times the height of the cylinder, which is the distance between the circles, okay, and the volume of a cone is the area of a circle, pi r squared, times h, the height of the cone, which is the distance from the base to the vertex point. Okay, that distance right there is the height. Okay, but you got to divide it by 3, the whole thing divided by 3. So there's your two formulas. So go ahead and pause the video and try to get both of those volumes in terms of pi. So you can leave pi in there. All right, so I got the answers done out for you here. Hopefully you paused and tried it. Here are each of the answers done out. All the steps, step by step here. So you plug in for this one, 8 is the radius, 16 was the height. 8 squared, 8 times 8 is 64. Multiply 64 times 16 and it's 1024 pi centimeters cubed. By the way, if they didn't say in terms of pi, you would literally just do one more step of multiplying 1024 times pi in your calculator, and then you would round that answer to whatever it is. But in terms of pi, you can leave pi there. Okay? Number 2 is almost the same exact formula, just for a cone though. It's divided by 3 at the end. So I do all the same steps of, I take the formula, I plug in this case 9 in for r and 20 in for h. 9 squared, 9 times 9 is 81. Multiply 81 times 20 is 1620. And then I gotta not forget to go ahead and divide it by 3. That gives me 540 pi cubic centimeters cubed. Okay? So cubic centimeters, 3-dimensional for volume there, okay? So there's those two problems. You're going to have a couple cone problems to do for tonight. I'm thinking maybe I'll even do one with you from the homework so that you have one less problem to try on your own. Here is the answers to the problems you should have tried yesterday. Volume of cylinders. A couple of tricky ones here where number 1, 5, and 6, they gave you the diameter all the way across instead of the radius. So for number 4, I plugged 8 in for the radius because that's the radius halfway from the center to the edge. And for number 9, I plugged in 3 for the radius because that's the radius from the middle to the edge. But for these other ones, they gave me the diameter, so I had to cut it in half to find the radius. So if the diameter is 7, the distance all the way across, well, you got to cut that in half to find the radius. The radius would be 3.5, so you had to plug 3.5 in for r. Okay? And I showed all the steps. The last step is multiplying is what gives you the answer, the final answer here if you multiply that out. Okay? So for number 5, if 3 was the diameter, the radius was 1.5. Make sure that decimal point's nice and dark so you can see it. And number 6, half of 4 would be in the radius is 2. So if you made a mistake, that's probably the most common spot to make a mistake, is making sure that you get the radius and not the diameter. So for the cone problems for tonight, you can see they give us the radius, diameter here, so be careful, diameter, radius. Okay? So let's do, since you have these cone problems to try for tonight, let's go ahead. You're going to do these ones, 2, 3, 7, and 8. But let's do 7 together. I think 7 is probably the trickiest one because you end up getting a decimal for the radius when you do that one. Gotta find my green pen. Here it is. There's the green highlighter there. So let's do number 7 together. Just like the entrance test, let's give you one last problem to try on your own here for tonight. So the volume of a cone, always start by writing down the formula. Pi r squared h divided by 3. Now the diameter is 3, so I got to cut that in half. So I can do 3 divided by 2 on my calculator. Some of you guys can do that in your head. But the radius would be half of 3, which is 1.5, 1.5. So I got to do 1.5 squared times the height, which is 10, divided by 3. So this is going to give me pi, and then if I do 1.5 squared, it gives me 2.25 times 10, all divided by 3. Okay. I multiply, go ahead and multiply the 2.25 times 10, move the decimal point 1, it's going to give me pi 22.5 over 3. Okay, and my last thing to do then here is to go ahead and take 22.5 and divide that by 3, and that gives me an answer of, can you still see it there? 7.5 pi cubic feet, or feet cubed. Okay, so just like last night, you can do all your answers in terms of pi, and that would be my answer on the line would be 7.5 pi cubic feet. And you can see how long that should take you. It shouldn't take you real long to do these problems, just enough so you can get good at them. The plan moving forward is Monday we will do some mixed problems where we'll do volume of all the different shapes. And then Tuesday we'll probably do like kind of a practice volume quiz to see how you're doing. Maybe I'll even make it so that you can turn in the assignment for that one. We'll see how it goes. All right, have a great weekend. Again, just try 2, 3, and 8, the rest of those problems, and have a great weekend. All right, bye guys.